going on, Sportzmafia fans?
What's happening, dude?
Look at the new look! The new
That's
look.
pretty awesome.
It looks so good. It looks so much better.
Definitely improving.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time coming, but it's there, guys. It's there. We're here. Yo, K-Pop, what's going on, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, buddy.
How's everything been?
We're doing pretty good. First, we mentioned the big giveaway.
Yeah, dude. You want to start?
Well, I guess apparently I've been keeping track of time, but like next week is our 1 year.
Yeah, man.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
David told me on the phone the other day we've done 52 or 54 of these. I've probably been about half of them, but that seems like a lot.
Yeah, dude, that is a lot. So, yeah, guys, we're going to do a big giveaway here coming soon. The giveaway is going to be 2 autographed football jerseys. So this is how you can win. You have to be subscribed. You have to like the video, and you also have to comment on the channel. Reason being is for you to comment is because we can't keep track of all of the subscribers that we have, all 125 of them.
Wow, 125.
125 in 1 year, dude. That is actually pretty damn solid. I'm not gonna lie. That is really solid. Yeah, dude, so if you guys want to, be in the contest of winning, you got to like, you got to subscribe, you have to comment so that we can go back to the comments and write everyone's name down. At the end of the video, we're going to let you guys know when we're going to go back live. Now, it's your job to know when we go live. So, what I suggest doing is that we're probably going to end the show around 8:15.
Yeah, we're not doing a very long one today.
We'll hop right back into the live next week around 8:30, 8:45, depending on when the show ends. We'll let everyone know what time. Just be here towards the end to know what time. I'm actually getting the jerseys in this coming up week. So you guys are going to see the TikTok video. You guys are going to see the Facebook
that's
video.
A little pro tip right now.
Instagram video.
If you're paying attention right now, you're in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you do a little bit of what David just asked, and you're good to go.
Oh.
100%. Very cool, though.
Yeah, man, yeah.
All right.
So, Carson, man, go ahead and start us off, bud. What we got?
All right, so real quick, how's everything going?
Going all right, man.
Going all right? Yeah. Pretty slow sports week lately.
Oh, dude, real slow, man. Real.
By the way, a little aside here. Guilty pleasure of mine. I love pro wrestling. The Elimination Chamber this weekend was phenomenal. Highly recommend anyone who wants to go back and watch a hot Montreal crowd go nuts over Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. I highly recommend checking it out.
So, I saw the video of this kid that has Down syndrome, and he loves Roman Reigns, dude. Like, loves him. And it was during the Royal Rumble.
Roman's a badass.
And I guess what happened was that Sami Zayn in the Bloodline ganged up on Roman Reigns.
No. Okay.
Go ahead.
So at the end of the Rumble, so Sami's been trying to join this group and did join the group.
Forever.
He was an honorary Uce.
Yes.
And in the Royal Rumble at the end, spoiler alert, right after Roman and Kevin Owens fought for the world title, they cuffed Kevin Owens to the rope and were beating the piss out of him. And Sam tried to get in the way, and he handed him the chairs and said, "You take care of it." And when he lined up, and you can see it, and he hits Roman right in the back and betrays Roman. Jey Uso freaks out. He runs out of the ring. So then Elimination Chamber comes up.
I'll answer that in a second. Keep going.
Sami and Roman fight in the not in the Elimination Chamber, but the pay-per-view itself.
I don't like Kevin Owens as a wrestler, but I love him as a person outside of the ring for what he does. But I love Sami Zayn. I love Roman Reigns. The Usos are probably one of the best high flyers that I've seen in a really long time. Besides the Hardy brothers and what's the other guy's name? He's a high flyer.
There's a lot of them, my friend.
Well, Neville is his name.
Yeah. Back in the day when Neville, he was running around. He could do some crazy stuff. I think he's in AEW.
He is. He's over there with Dean Ambrose, or who was Dean Ambrose. John Moxley too as well.
CM Punk's over there. Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. I love Dean Ambrose when he was with WWE. Man, he caused so much hectic out there, dude. He was just such an awesome.
He was
wrestler.
great. Anyways, just a quick hi.
Hi, Mom.
Quick recommendation to check that out since the sporting is pretty slow right now, and I don't know, it's highly entertaining. The U.S. Championship Elimination Chamber match was phenomenal.
The XFL.
Yes.
Hang on, Natalie, let me answer your question first, okay? The way how you get into this giveaway on February 28th.
I'm sure she's probably all the requirements already taken
She
care of.
has already met. She's subscribed. All she has to do is come on to February 28th. You have to comment and you have to like the video. We're trying to get more subscribers so we can do this full time, guys. So what I need everyone to do is to let their family and friends know that if they want a good sports show, this is one of them. So what we do is that on February 28th, you got to like, comment, and be ready. At the end of the video, when we go off live, we're going to come back onto live after. We'll give you guys a time whenever I think I unsubscribed. Natalie, you are my sister. This is my blood. You see what I deal with? This is my blood. And she tells me that she just unsubscribed.
Wow.
It's so messed up. That's no support.
Heel turning the whole family.
I'll let the child know. So then at the end of the video, we'll let you know what time we're going to go live again after we write down everyone's name, put it into a hat. We're going to pull the names out of the hat. If you win, you win. If you don't, guys, we're going to be doing another one probably in the summertime sometime, but we're going to do it with the baseball. And then probably after that, it will probably be basketballs are super expensive right now. I think they're like almost $200 a box. That's a lot. Once everyone starts, getting everything going for us, then we can start doing autographed basketball, baseballs, footballs, and stuff like that. So, let's hop right back into it.
Okay, so, other than the recommendation, go check it out, this one. I wanted to mention this now, real quick. I was going to save it for next week, but I'll probably mention it again. I feel like for us having little to no experience of ever running a show and to see where
zero experience. Let's just back up a little bit.
I'm just giving us a little pat on the back right now. That's all. Just a little pat on the back, guys. It's
an accomplishment.
It is. I mean, we've gone from just showing up and just trying to wing it to we actually have a structure now. We got the giveaways.
New technology, if you guys can
cameras
see.
Changed.
New everything, man.
It's pretty cool. I'm really excited to see what happens over the course of the next year. So.
Man, it's a really big accomplishment for everything that, we all have been through. I mean, I've been thinking of this for 10 years. And then all of a sudden, I just go to my wife and just tell her, hey, look, I want to start this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know who to put into this with me. And I want to tell you guys this story real fast of how me and Karsten met. So my wife works with Karsten at J. Michael Prime. It's a very high-end steakhouse, beautiful steakhouse, great steaks, man. If you guys are in the Canton area, it's right off at exit 16.
Check us out.
You
it's
cannot
awesome.
miss it, man. It is.
That's for me. Hey, I'm a Mafia fan.
Yeah. As for Karsten,
great.
Heather,
great.
Jim, Jason as well. So me and Karsten met when we were watching the Phoenix Suns versus, I think it was the Clippers. This was, 3 years ago? 2 years
I think wasn't it the finals? It was somewhere right around there. You guys were making a run. You guys were making a run. Either it was the finals or right before it.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
So when we were watching the game,
Anyways.
me and Karsten get into this 2.5-hour conversation just about random stuff. So when I kept thinking about this, and I told Heather that I wanted to do this, and I was cleaning this studio room out at this point, and I go, do you think Karsten would want to do it with me? Because we had such a great conversation. And it kind of makes me a little emotional because I really appreciate you so much for doing this with us, dude, and being a part part of this, and I can't tell you enough like how much it means to me that you are here, bro.
You make me blush.
I couldn't do this. Dude, like I literally couldn't do this without you. I mean, being here for 28 episodes and 52 long ones, guys, like it's a huge accomplishment to be here for a year and only have 125 subscribers, but still though, that means that we made 125 people for an impact, and our views are going up more and more every single day. I mean, I looked at TikTok the other day. We have over 10,000 views and over 5,000 likes. We have 5,000 people that follow us on Instagram, but no one wants to click the subscribe button on YouTube, which doesn't make any sense to me. But all right, I'm gonna done with the little.
No, it's cool, man. Like, yeah, we're just come on 1 year, so you don't really think about it, but here we are, and yeah, it's been really fun. I'm really grateful we haven't caved in, because there's some times that definitely I was like, I can't do this show for a minute.
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
Life is kicking me in the butt for.
Yeah, dude, like it's literally taking too long. Like it's like this is just dragging on, and I want it so bad. Like I want it there so bad, but you gotta take these little tiny steps. And I think this is the most humbling thing for us, because I get a little cocky. I really do in life. Everyone knows I get real cocky, but this has really,
Well, you've been doing the shows for like no one's watching, and it's like David. It's practice, man.
Yeah,
we just gotta grind it out.
And there are times where we only have no viewers for the whole entire show.
Yeah.
But then we go back and look at the video, and there's like 150 people that have viewed the show and 34 likes on that video, and it's like, what are we doing that's not, like, are we missing something here? Like, are we going live too early? Are we going live too late? And I think it's just the repeat watchers, because they all have to work. I love
anyone that comes in here consistently and gives feedback. Like, that's my favorite thing.
100%.
Like,
Can't miss it.
whoever it is, man. It's been fun, and I think it's only gonna get a little better. Mm-hmm. Well, we would definitely get better, because, man, you start from nothing.
So honestly, having something with all this new stuff that we have. So, I mean, to be honest with you guys, like, we put money into this, so it looks like we're invested and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So you can try to shut us down, but we're not going nowhere anytime soon. We'll just start a new one up, and we'll just call it Mafia Sports instead of Sportzmafia.
Well, that being said, let's do a little show breakdown.
Yeah, let's knock it out. Carson, man, dude, tell
all right, so what we got today. We stick with our headlines.
Yeah.
We're rolling into a little NBA news and notes. Granted, we will do our best with that. Depending how long that goes, we might take a little 5-minute break, maybe not. And then I got a new segment for you guys. It's called David's Therapy Session, where he needs to vent and get everything out of his system. It's going to be great. And then we'll close it up. I'm sure we're shooting for an hour tonight, but I'm sure we'll probably go over anyway. So
yeah, with that rant, guys, we'll probably go over, but then again, we probably will go over.
Yeah.
100%.
So we're gonna start with headlines today, and first topic for you today, David. We got QB destinations.
Woo!
We're gonna explore 3 QBs. We got Derek Carr, Geno Smith, Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah.
So let's start with Derek.
Look, man, Derek Carr, great quarterback. Is he good enough to go to another team? Is he great enough to be that QB1 starter? Where would you see Derek Carr ending up? Like what are your top? Give me top 5 teams, Karsten.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Well, you kind of just have to look around and like who needs a QB. And I personally think his best spot to go, and I haven't been hearing this much, is Tennessee. Go to Tennessee, pick up a receiver, work a little bit. They got the defense in place.
Tennessee?
Derrick Henry's back there. Yes.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I think that would be an awesome spot for him.
What?
Yeah, I think over all the spots, go to Tennessee.
Then we gotta talk about where's Ryan Tannehill gonna go?
Derek Carr is way better. at this point in his career. I'm not saying that Tannehill didn't have his run. He's not going to be there. You got a team that's hovering around the playoffs with a crappy division. Put Derek Carr in there. Accurate passer. Very durable. This guy does not miss games unless the Raiders tell him not to play. Shows up. Put him in a not a high leverage media place. You know, you kind of settled down in Tennessee there. Derrick Henry, man. Derrick Henry. Have an awesome running game. Not so much pressure on you. Just make those short passes and pick up those third downs. Boom. All you're competing with right at this point is Jacksonville. And you can take them. You can take them.
I agree with you on that. But here's my problem, okay? Derek Carr is going to go to another team. Yeah. So let's say that he does go to Tennessee, okay? Let's say that he does.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay? They're going to go to Tennessee, all right? Let's say that he finally gets drafted to Tennessee. Yeah, dude, great. Who the hell is his offensive line? Is his offensive line going to be the same offensive line that is protecting Derrick Henry?
I'm saying it's a perfect situation right now, but that team was just in the playoffs, winning divisions for a couple years in a row. Just remember, a couple of years they knocked Brady out of New England. They still have quite a bit of a good core there. Defense is solid. I just like the idea of, like, I got the best running back in the league behind me.
Okay.
Ground and pound. And then I play to Carr's strengths where it's more accuracy than bombing the ball, which is not really his thing. I'm not saying he can't throw a deep ball. He just doesn't do it very often. So you can go out and get it. They desperately need a receiver. So that would be my only concern. Like, they don't have any high-end receiver ones right now. The name of the rookie that they got is kind of eluding me, but he played all right.
Trey Burke.
Trey Burke, you got it.
100%.
Good call. But
I know my receivers, man. You guys cannot top me on receivers. Receivers are my thing.
I think that they got A.J. Brown. We'll get to him later.
Yeah, but 100%.
But you had A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry on this team. We're talking a playoff team for sure right now.
100%. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. But here's the problem.
I'll give him a second pick
too. So who is in Tennessee's division? Because I'm looking at Tennessee's division, right?
You got the crappy Texans.
100%.
You got the crappy Colts.
Correct.
And you got the Jaguars.
But why has Tennessee been so good for so long?
Well, I think Mike Vrabel.
But in that division.
Yeah, because that division is never good. You always have one or two teams that kind of come up to the top, but you always have two teams that seem to be in the bottom of the basement as far as the AFC. I think the AFC is so loaded with high-end QBs all over different conferences, but the AFC South to me is that one division where it's still a soft spot. You don't need necessarily win a wild card there where you can still win that division pretty easily. Now, to be fair, Trevor Lawrence is going to have his run here.
So you think that Sunshine is going to have a huge run coming up?
100%. But you're really dealing with just him. Like, the Colts and the Texans are still going to be trying to find a new QB, trying to get their teams up to par here. So you're really worrying on potential of Trevor Lawrence. And there's no reason to forfeit that division. You still have even today, I would say they have the second best team. But you had Derek Carr there, and let's say you go out and get a receiver on the free agent market, which I don't know right now exactly who that is. But just to say you end up getting a wide receiver one, now you're just competing with Jacksonville for a playoff spot. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about, well, is the Broncos going to come back up and snag this spot? Is the Dolphins going to get their health problems and be back in the playoffs? The Jets have a really nice team around but doesn't have a QB, which Carr would be a great spot for the Jets as well. I just think that's a great landing spot. Got a great running game, a pretty solid defense. Offensive line, maybe, I don't know, 100%, but it's okay. It's not the worst in the league. I'm sure it's not the worst in the league. You just need a nice skill position receiver with Carr, with Derrick Henry. That is a playoff. They could win the division.
So, I think, and I feel like that Zach Wilson is just super, super distracted off the field, not on the field at all. I think off the field, he's not in it. Like, he has so many problems going on in his outside world. He's too busy chasing this woman and chasing that woman and chasing this and chasing that. He's not focusing on the game and the task at hand. If I pay you for a job, you should be able to do that job 100%, right? I think that Derek Carr's best fit would be either the Jets, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
I think that Geno is going to stay in Seattle, so you can take Seattle off the board.
Possibly.
I really honestly believe as well is the Texans would be a good fit for him because they can build around Derek Carr, even though Derek Carr has been in the league for a long time. I mean,
although I think I agree that he would be a significant upgrade for the Texans. They have so many holes, and I think they're probably more looking to get that rookie on the rookie contract as far as the QB. And I think they're going to look more like the TJ Strouds, Bryce Young, that's his name, right? One of the top end QBs at that first pick. I really think they're going to go QB number 1 or 2, right? Because they blew it. They won that game at the end of the season. They gave Chicago the first pick.
Which was dumb. You could have had C.J. Stroud right off the rip.
Well, I think they can still have him.
Well, I don't think that Davis Mills is bad.
Because I don't know what the Bears are going to do. I heard rumors that they're going to go trade Fields. Or they're going to go the predictable, boring route for that franchise, which has always been a defensive-oriented historical team, or they're going to grab like Will Anderson or something.
That's the Lions. The Lions are probably the worst at drafting up until Dan Campbell came
the Bears.
and said,
Bears, think about here. Who are the best Bears QBs of all time?
Carolina is good for Carr. Brandon, I like that 100%.
I think Carolina's a good fit.
Davis Mills has been serviceable. Just need more around him. Davis Mills is honestly most consistent.
I just think Tennessee's in a great spot.
For Derek Carr, yeah. 100%.
I forgot kind of what I was saying, but like name the Bears' best QBs in their franchise history.
In their franchise history?
Yeah, I can think of like
you got Michael McMahon, the guy that won them during 1986.
Jim McMahon, yes.
Yeah, Jim McMahon, sorry.
No.
Jay Cutler wasn't bad for him. They've had a couple backups, Andy Dalton, but I mean,
but
if you really want to look at it.
Jim McMahon,
right?
They had probably the best defense ever in 95 or 85. And then you have Jay Cutler, which was a pretty good QB.
He wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad. He reminds me more like Phillip Rivers type.
But he's had so many concussions. I think that's why it took him out of the league.
But I'm saying, like, think of the names that we just mentioned. We're talking about best QBs ever to play for that franchise. I don't know if Fields is the guy, but I could see them maybe trying to ship Fields up because they got a whole new. They didn't. The ownership, the GM and the coach did not draft Fields at this point, so it's not their guy. Because I could see them trading him,
100%,
get a pick,
right,
and take like Brees or take
CJ.
Yeah, to take another guy there.
So if the Bears decide, right, but if the Bears decide to trade for Justin Fields, right, if they were to trade him away and they got CJ, you're pretty much just starting all back over again with another rookie quarterback because Justin Fields didn't have the greatest rookie season because they put him on the bench. They thought that he wasn't ready. This year, he proved that he could possibly be ready, but they don't have an offensive line for him to go ahead and start producing the type of win record.
Maybe they're not ready to have a QB like him in the system they have. I don't know.
They just need a wide receiver and a couple offensive linemen and it's game over. You have enough cap.
I'm trading back. I'm trading back. I'm going to drop 4 or 5 picks down, grab the guy I want, try to fill it. You need a better roster.
Yeah. I mean, LaDonna, I can kind of see what LaDonna says, that Fields isn't the best there ever was, but he's probably the best one since Jim. But Jay Cutler has went to the playoffs several times.
Cutler was pretty good. You got to remember, he was moody and kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
But he was a solid QB for sure. Like back when he played, like I don't think he'd be very good these days.
So
but.
I think that if the Bears do trade Justin Fields, they need to get a wide receiver 1 or a wide receiver 2 and a couple offensive linemen.
Sure, maybe further, but you got to get that QB.
100%. Yeah.
Anyways, we got off track. Carr, I would say is Tennessee's.
Yeah.
That or Washington.
Yeah.
I really like Washington's team around him. He's still getting Scary Terry, and you got a pretty good defense.
Do you know what I think would be a really good set? I think that Justin Fields would be a really good quarterback for Washington.
Fields would, yeah.
Because
I just don't think he's going to work in Chicago.
No, I don't either. I agree with you.
How about Fields for Lamar? Him in the other Baltimore system. Exactly where he needs to be.
If you guys want to wait another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, you want to see a rant, you'll see a rant.
Anyways.
All right, let's move on.
Wait, real quick. Where do you got Carr going? You didn't really say.
I think that the Jets would be a good aspect for him, but here's a problem though. If Lamar does leave Baltimore, I think that Derek Carr would be a good fit in Baltimore as well, because they would be like, finally we have a set quarterback who can throw for more than 3,200 yards passing. More than 3,200 yards passing is his greatest passing
Save it.
yard.
Save it.
Okay.
Save it.
Okay.
Just stop.
Okay.
Look,
Derek Carr,
if you guys can make the rest of the show towards where I said was David's therapy session, please just wait for that. You're going to see his head explode on the internet live. It's going to be great.
It's going to be so bad. All right. So,
okay, you said Jets. I'll say Tennessee. Let's go to Gino.
Okay, cool. Let's go to Gino. Gino Smith.
Yes.
Where do you see Gino?
Okay. You closed everyone off. Anyways, Gino, I have.
We're having some technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on.
I have Gino staying in Seattle.
I have Gino staying in Seattle too. I mean, the guy threw for 4,287 yards.
I was telling David earlier. I mean, as far as NFC quarterbacks, we're not talking the AFC. AFC's stacked. But in the NFC, I only could think of one QB that was better than Gino this year, and that was the man that made the Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. I don't know why I blanked on that, but
So here's the thing about Hurts.
What about Hurts?
When I look at Hurts, I see a man on a mission. 100% man on a mission. When I look at Gino, I see someone that is coming out of people bad-mouthing him with a chip on his shoulder. He's ready to explode in his 10th season? 2013 is when he was drafted, so his 10th season.
So we kind of both agree that he's going to probably be in Seattle,
100%.
but I'll throw the other team out that I hear a lot. It's Tampa Bay. They just took our QB coach, and they might be willing to pay Gino the money. I don't know how he'll do over there. Tampa play calling last season was pretty poor. I think it's in his best interest to stay in Seattle.
The NFC competition is Hurts, Stafford, Dak, and Goff.
No, you didn't put Geno in there.
That's about right.
He outplayed all those guys.
Rodgers' cards would be top 4 for sure.
What's that say right there, David?
69.8% completion rate.
What's that say right there?
I said it earlier. 42-82. 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
Come on. Where are you finding that?
I don't know, man.
Pay the man.
I'm finding that. Now, that's what I want to get to. Give me $35.5 million for 3 years if I'm Geno. I took you to the playoffs even though the Lions helped you get there.
Thanks.
The Lions helped him get there. Now, I threw 30 touchdown passes, only 11 interceptions. I'm one of the lowest on the totem pole for interceptions, and I'm one of the highest for yards. I think he finished top 10 in yards, 100%. I think he finished top 5.
He did, yeah.
I think it went Mahomes. Herbert, Burrow, Goff, and Geno. I may be wrong on that, but I know Geno's in the top 5 for sure. Give me $35.5 million and give me some of that guaranteed, and I'll stay.
How about I give you more guarantee, and we talk about closer to 32, 31 million. A little extra flexibility to keep this team humming around him.
Look, I agree. I'm a second-string quarterback. Everyone talked about me saying that I wasn't going to be it. I had so much potential.
Brandon, yeah, you're right.
Geno has more career MVP votes than Wilson. 100%.
Let's go.
Dude, 100%. Let's go, bro. I love it. Way to go, Brandon. Brandon, you're a beast, bro. I miss you, dude. I'm going to come back to poker here soon, dude. We're going to hang out for sure.
Poker?
Yeah.
Get me in.
You want
Got me up. I love poker. Anyways.
So, coming back to it now, pay me what I am worth. Give me $5 million guaranteed. Give me my $30 million contract.
I'll just say this. I don't know how much he's going to get. I would like to have him for 3 years.
Yeah. I would like I said, 3-year contract. That's all.
Put him at 35, and we'll see after that. But I really think it would be a mistake to bring in a rookie at this point. I don't mind drafting a rookie, which I think Seattle is going to do.
100%.
Just in the later rounds and let him sit behind Geno.
100%.
Geno would be a great mentor to his, the guy's going to follow him eventually.
I think that...
when we grew up, you generally would, even in the first round pick, you put that guy on the bench for a year or two. They weren't ready. You don't throw him into the fire like they do now.
Look at Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers, Steve Young. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the other guy? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. He played for the Saints, not Breeze. Sat behind Breeze and he went somewhere else. Oh my God, I can't think of his name.
A Saints QB.
He was a Saints QB, played behind Breeze. They traded him to... It will come to me.
It's fine.
Give me a couple of minutes because this name is like...
Well, we touched
you would be like, what?
We touched on the big ones at least. But, I'm just saying. Spend a second and third round pick on a QB that you want.
Yeah.
Let him sit for a couple years. No one better to sit behind Geno. Geno's going to be understanding. He's
Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes.
He's one of the few guys I follow on Twitter, and Geno seems to be a very humble dude.
100%.
Anyways, I really don't think that Geno's leaving.
I don't think so either. I want to stay so bad. You give me... You guys have put me on the bench so many times, told me it was never going to add up to nothing, and you didn't even give me the potential to start. And then you go over to Pete Carroll, and Carroll's like, you want to start? Hell yeah, show me what you got. I got you. First game, you guys scored 30-plus points against the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
We beat Denver in the first game, which was really Seattle's Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Screw you, Russ.
And Russ didn't even get a chance to even come back.
I don't hate Russ. It's just that last season. I'm glad it's over.
No, okay. I'm a Russell hater for sure.
I didn't even have him on the list. All right. Last one real quick.
Lamar?
try to take it easy on him for just a second.
Okay,
You can air out your grievances later.
I'll take it easy. Lamar Jackson, 2,242 yards passing, 17 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Where's Lamar going?
I think he's going to be out the door. I think they would have paid him already if they were really planning on keeping him. I mean, I don't know. It seems to be kind of in the air with him.
Brandon, good job. Thank you. Gary Garrison.
Oh, you found
Grayson.
it.
Yeah, good job. Thank you. Yes, that's his name. Unpredictable. But keep going. All right. Lamar Jackson.
I don't have a lot to say where, I'd be kind of surprised if he did leave. I mean, that system is built for him in particular. But I'm sure they have the same concerns that everyone else has. And to me, it's not so much production where you're kind of at with it. It's more of it, the way he plays. And is that sustainable if you get that guy a 5-year contract? Is he going to be healthy even after 2 years? And it's already trending the wrong way right now, but he's dynamic. I know you got a lot to say against him, but watching him is pretty awesome. It's like watching Vic.
I will say something positive. Okay. Lamar, you have one of the best arms in football. You don't use it. It is time and time shown again that he has the accuracy for the short pass, the medium pass, and the deep ball. He has the arm. He has the accuracy. I don't care about if he doesn't have the receivers. Tom Brady didn't have the receivers. He had a whole bunch of white guys on his team throwing the ball. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about that, okay? Because you have to have one at least wide receiver one. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, but those are
Williams,
dime
Mike
a dozen
Evans.
right there. Not dime a dozen, the opposite of that. That's like getting a needle.
There are literally so many receivers out there that could be a wide receiver one, just no one gives them the opportunity. Duvernay could have been a wide receiver one if he didn't get hurt and if Lamar would stop running the ball. And that's all I'm going to
say. If you tell him not to run the ball, then you're taking away a big part of his game. My concern with Lamar and signing him, I just mentioned, is just can he stay on his feet for like a 5-year contract? Because I don't see Lamar playing into his 40s. That's not his career arc. I think he's got probably 5 to 7 years. Probably he could have 5 great ones if he's healthy, but the way he plays and the hits he takes, I'd be a little dubious.
He was hurt for the last 8 weeks of the season. I don't know if he will be paid to stay. Yeah, well, I agree.
I'd like to see him on like the Saints. I'd like to see him over in Washington. I think Washington's built for a great team right now.
Rumors out there are a trade to Atlanta or a trade of Fields for Lamar.
On record, if we can't get something done with Geno, I'm not complaining if I have Lamar in Seattle. Just saying, like at least it keeps us in that level,
right.
Up in the playoffs. I told you, I don't think Lamar is a top tier quarterback by any metric, but he's in that tier right below it, and that's still really good.
I'm gonna bite my tongue on that one.
Anyways,
it will come up soon, guys.
We'll find out real soon what they're gonna be doing with him.
Yeah, 100%. Again, Lamar's got a beautiful arm. He needs to use it to his advantage. I mean, the guy...
He's just not super decisive.
He only has 12,000 yards passing, and you've been in the season since 2018.
What you want him not to do is always look to run first. Maybe develop more of a pocket game, but that's not really his game. But he's dynamic as a
Get him an offensive line, and he has the arm power.
That's not too bad.
Once he starts proving to me that he can throw the ball, then I'll start saying, Lamar, you're fantastic. Lamar, you're great. Lamar won a Super Bowl. What?
I don't know.
Not going to happen.
I'm going to leave it at this. I think he's a proven winner.
Yeah.
Maybe not a Super Bowl QB, but a proven winner so far, if he can be on the field. All right. 100%. I think we did our QB thing. Let's go into the dunk contest, my friend. We wanted to mention the dunk contest because the All-Star game sucked.
Oh, yeah. We're not mentioning the All-Star games. But Guys, I want to show you this. Watch this dunk. Now, this is Mac McClung.
I was glad you were taking a stab at that and not me.
Mac Lung. McClung. Okay? So, this dunk is probably one of the most impressive dunks that I've seen in a long time since the dunk contest had Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. This right here, guys, just watch. Just watch. Just watch. I can't put the volume on because it's copyright.
That's sad. We gotta do the commentary for this.
Yep.
Better hold that ball in place, kid.
Oh, most definitely.
Gonna get a broken neck.
Here he goes. Off the backboard reverse.
I love it. He's so non-assuming. He wouldn't seem like a dunk champion, but guy's got a lot of skills.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Is he already in the G League? Was that what?
They signed him. So what happened was that they signed him 2 weeks ago when he was in the G League, and they brought him up, and he did this.
Yeah,
the backboard.
That's a lot of hang time.
Watch this angle. Give me it.
Wow.
Give me it.
So yeah, he won hands down this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So it kind of made us thought about a couple other dunks in this time, and this is my favorite Vince Carter dunk, maybe besides the reverse 360.
Vince Carter is probably the greatest dunker in the whole world, but there is one guy out there that I want to show everyone that may have forgotten who may be the best dunker. But
this one is one of my favorites of all time.
But let's show this right here. Let's show it right here. So number 8 steals the ball behind the back. No, Carter steals it. Gosh.
I love it, man. That's incredible. How can you not love that dunk?
And look at how he gets hype. That is just an amazing dunk. He gets hyped.
That's so awesome. Yeah, he just dunking over a 7-foot tall dude. Never gets old. No. So, there's only a handful of dunks you'll remember your entire life, and that was one of them. David showed me this one.
Now, I want everyone to understand this. I played with this guy at Venice Beach one time. I shot the ball, and it hit the back of the rim, and it bounced off. Now, this kid catches the ball. Here's the rim, and his throat is at the rim, and he catches the ball way back here and slams this ball. And I'm not even kidding you. The rim shook for 5 minutes. We had to wait 5 minutes for this thing to stop shaking. After it stopped shaking, he was like, "Yeah, guys, I gotta go home. I gotta go take care of my baby mama and my 3 kids." I'm like, okay, deuces, bro. You live on that note, huh? Okay. Let me show you this dunk. And I really wish that I could show everything else. But his name, the air up there.
Wow. That's in a game.
That's in a game. That's in a game. That's get off me status.
Pretty cool, man.
He did a 720. Look at this. Slow-mo. With one hand.
Yeah.
One more time. Watch his body. That's 360. That's a 540. That's a 7. He turns all the way around to dunk the ball. Not even in his mid 540 dunk.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's amazing.
Very cool. I've never seen that one before.
It's amazing.
Eventually you're gonna get to the point where you already kind of have, but you're just not gonna be able to create any dunks.
No. It's literally going to be so hard for people to create a dunk.
So I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Congrats to
100%.
Mac McCluskey.
McClung, whatever.
Bravo, sir.
Good job, bud.
You got a couple of headlines from a crappy All-Star game, so that's definitely put some shine on him for
Remember Jordan street ball dunk? Dude, actually, we were going to show a clip of him doing that when Gary Payton was like, "Come on, man, really think you're gonna do this?" But YouTube only allows me to do so many recorded like video clip hours. I don't know why.
I want to push it.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why.
And we had one more for you coming up.
Oh yeah, we do have one more because everyone is in awe of this catch.
So
This dunk.
we just wanted to give a little shout out to DK.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my influence.
Here we go.
My boy here.
My boy Blue. Watch this catch.
Real high. Throw it up real high. Wow! Oh my god.
High.
Those are some hops. Damn! First play of the game. DK, go to the league, buddy. Go work on those handles, but that's fine.
He's got to work on his step too. But now watch this. I want to show you guys this. Hang on, I'm going to pause it.
I love it. That should be our new play. Just go down there and throw it as high as you possibly can. I'll go up and get it.
Have you guys ever seen a human being jump almost 15 feet in the air? I mean, his feet are almost over. So what you're telling me right now is that you can long jump, running start long jump.
He's one of the best athletes on this planet, bar none. Bar none. I'm not shocked.
I'm not saying
It's
that
impressive, though. That is
It's
super
impressive.
hops.
Oh yeah, it is impressive, 100%. But
That's not rigged, buddy. He's just that guy, man. And they drug tested him yesterday because of it. How's that random? He wins the MVP in the All-Star Celebrity Game, has that viral highlight, and then they drug test him. How dare you, NFL?
how dare you?
Let my boy hang out in the off-season and not worry about that stuff. You know, if he wants to have a little smoky smoke, then let him do it.
Weed was. I can't. So sorry, guys. I can't. Maybe on another podcast when I special guest on somebody else's, but not this one. So.
Hold the fur down for a second.
All right, hold the fort down for a second.
Moving into that NBA thing.
Oh, so you can let me do it by myself? Okay, goodbye. That's what he's saying. He's
My
saying
bladder's weak sometimes, guys. I'm sorry.
his bladder is leaking. All right, guys. Let's throw some questions out from the people watching, guys. Just throw me a random question, a sports question that is, or a life question. Doesn't matter. You know, just let me know what it is. I kind of want to know from you guys, like if you guys want to know any questions, if you have any questions for me. Give it a couple seconds. Anybody have any questions? Questions? LaDonna, you got a question for me? Brandon, you got a question for me? Michelle? Mama? Okay. What do you think the biggest draft surprise will be? Ooh. So, last year during the draft, I called out that Baltimore was going to take Kyle Hamilton. That was going to be the surprise because Kyle Hamilton didn't need to go to Baltimore.
Gross.
He needed. Oh, you're back already.
I
Kyle
guess.
Hamilton did not need to go to Baltimore. Kyle Hamilton needed to go to Arizona like he was supposed to, but Baltimore said, nope, not happening. Let me take Kyle Hamilton. They took Kyle Hamilton. This year draft surprise, and I want you to answer one of them too. I think, well, I asked, like someone asked me a question. Brandon asked me this question. What do you think the biggest draft surprise will be? I think CJ Stroud going to the Bears.
Yeah, like I said, I think that Chicago's might really move off fields here. Only the fact, like I said, they didn't. The GM and the coach, I'm pretty sure, were not the guys that drafted him, and usually that's a bad sign. However, I don't really have a draft surprise. I don't know the draft that well, but I'm imagining you're going to see a lot of trading back. Just feels like that kind of year.
Love the new setup. The NFL coaching has been a bit crazy. What do you think of the changes so far?
Okay, so we got Sean Payton to Denver. That's the one that comes to my head immediately. Who else have we got?
The thing that I will say, LaDonna, and I'm going to change your question up. What do I like the changes so far that they have at Denver? I love it. Sean Payton kicks out Russell Wilson's
Entourage.
Coach, entourage, the whole nine, and kicks them out, tells them they're no longer allowed.
He doesn't have his little office, so he can avoid everyone.
He comes into a press conference. Sean Payton comes into a press conference and goes, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not to my knowledge. That's a badass remark right there. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, so I'm going to change the question and say Denver has made a lot of great changes that I really like, and I think Denver is going to be a team to be haggled with this year because everyone's going to be healthy. Jerry Jeudy's finally coming back. Sutton's coming off of the ACL torn. Jamal Williams is...
They're going to be better. It's hard to be worse than they were. Does that make them like a contender? I don't see that yet. I mean, Russell played as poorly as he possibly could. Now, I don't see him being that bad. But a lot of that blame needs to be put on him, not just Hackett. I mean, Hackett wasn't ready for that job. But Russ has got to... The greatest thing that you hear about Russ is more he lacks awareness. Like, doesn't really look in and go, well, I'm not the problem. He's kind of got a little bit of that vibe, I feel like. And if he can get in there and be humbled after that season and really get back to just football instead of wanting to be a celebrity, then yeah, that team could roll. We might get what we thought last year. However, I don't know if he can bounce back. I don't know. The flaws of him is that he used to be a great mobile QB that extended the pocket, and now he doesn't want to run the ball anymore. And if he doesn't change his game, he's not really a pure pocket passer because he's really, his stature was great to move around and move the pocket around and find dudes down the field. He loves to learn a deep ball. So that was a pretty good one. He doesn't throw it over across the middle. He never has.
That's my favorite to watch of Russ.
So if you have him just straight as a pocket passer, he ain't going to be that guy. He never has been. So I'm pretty interested. I don't, just for a record, I'm not a Russ hater or anything.
Last question.
Last season, I was. So.
Yes. So was I. Last question. Do the Giants pay Danny Dimes?
Yes.
How much?
They franchise them.
How much?
What's the franchise tag? It's a lot.
But you also got Shaquan too. Shaquan had a really good comeback season this year.
I think they franchise him.
Did they franchise tag Danny?
I heard something that he wanted $45 million a year. Just like, get out of here.
You know, you're not worth 45. God, Danny, dude, go home. You're not worth $45 million a year. Do you know what you're worth? You're worth at least $15 million a year. Let me get a 3-year contract, okay? I'm gonna give you the same 3-year contract that I gave to Gino.
Danny, don't blow it, buddy.
$35 million is what you're gonna be paid for 3 years to see how you do. Because
not in that Gino contract area, then.
But Gino is worth it.
I'd rather have Gino.
Yeah, but who's been in the league longer? Gino.
Gino.
There you go. That's why I said 3 years, $35 million. I don't think that Danny Dimes is worth 5 years, $100 million. I think that he's worth 3 years, $35 million. Let me give you the same contract as Gino. And if you do well in that 3 years, you take us to a playoff and you win a playoff game or two, or you take us to the damn Super Bowl, then we'll talk about paying you more. But you need to keep Saquon Barkley happy. So Saquon, you need to sign him to the max running back contract deal because he's the only thing that you're going to have going.
Boy, I don't know. I'd be scared to sign Saquon to that much money anyways because his track record being hurt all the time is not great. Giants got some real decisions to make. I would try to hang on to Danny as long as it didn't mortgage my future. Like I said, I would try maybe just try to franchise him and see where you're at after this next year. 100%. He had a nice run though this year. He was really good in some games. He's not a Super Bowl QB though. You gotta keep that in the back of your mind.
100%. NBA. Let's talk about the standings real quick, guys. Let's start in the Eastern Conference first, and we'll move our way to the West. So, who is your favorite team right now that you see in the East?
Well, Philly's been playing really hot lately. They're coming on, but I don't. It's just the East. Send my regards to the Celtics and the Sixers and the Cavs, but I really think the Bucks are going to be, to be honest, is going to be the one that's going to be representing the East at the end of the day.
I think the Nets are going to fall off.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have Durant or Kyrie. Man, if they could just gotten along, they were in great shape. It's
100%.
They still have an okay team, but Ben Simmons is not to do no more. He can't even play.
Dirty water, brown trash.
He's
For sure.
not very good.
So, what I think, Nets fall off. Raptors come into that 9th spot. Raptors play. I think we're going to see Celtics 76ers, or we're going to see Bucks Celtics in the Western and the East in the conference final.
See, in this year in particular, if I'm like from the Bulls on down, basically where you're 26 and 33 on that fringe in the playoff or the playing game, Tank, the best prospect maybe
He's
ever.
gone out Tank 100%. Pistons need to take.
I don't care even to have one lottery ball. I want even a 1% chance. Can I get what's his name, Victor Wembanyama or something like that? A French dude. It's like. Apparently, like the greatest prospect ever coming up. They say the best since LeBron. I've heard people say better. He's basically a 7'3" French dude that has the handles of a point guard. Already has a fake game, can shoot the three. It's got a
Dirk Nowitzki on steroids.
He's amazing.
You're telling me Dirk on steroids.
Everyone in their right mind, if you're not in that top tier, should be trying to drop out and get to the dude. So. To me, I really, when it comes to East, it's a three-headed race. It's the Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, and I think I have Giannis. He can't hold that down too long.
I think the Bucks are going to win this year.
Yeah.
I really do think the Bucks are going to win this year. Not because it's Giannis. It's because the Bucks are playing so well around Giannis,
well,
right
they got
now.
Melton back, so
yeah.
they started winning. They won 12 straight into the All-Star game here.
And they just got rid of Parker as well. So they don't have P.J. Tucker. So sorry, not Parker, Tucker. They don't have P.J. Tucker
he's
anymore.
On the Sixers.
Yeah. So not because Giannis is playing well, it's because his Bucks offense and defense are playing well. I think that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the league right now.
Well, that's how the NBA playoff series goes.
And I think he's going to be the best player in the league for 10, 12 years on.
Well, NFL is exciting because it's one given Sunday. You can have anyone go on a tear and get to the Super Bowl potentially. In a 5 to 7 game series, generally the best player on the court is going to win out hand over. That's why I like regular season in the NBA is not too terribly exciting because really the best dudes are going to be, you don't even have to play that hard. Well, they play hard, but you know what I'm saying. Like, well, they're in that top tier spot once the playoffs roll. Is any team going to go and beat Giannis 4 times in a row? I don't see it.
So here's my thing. The Hawks are in the
Celtics
same...
are really good, though.
Right. The Hawks are in the same spot as they were last year. The Heat were in the same spot as they were last year. Same with the Knicks. They're in the same damn spot as they were last year. The only thing that is different is that the Bulls are number 11 and the Wizards are now number 9. That's the only thing that is different. Everything else still looks the same as it should. But let's go to the West. The West is now different. You have the Nuggets at number 1, Grizzlies at 2, Kings at 3, the Clippers at 4, Suns at 5, Mavericks at 6, the Pelicans at 7, Timberwolves at 8, Warriors at 9 because Steph's been a little hurt, Thunder at 10, the Jazz at 11. That's insane. I remember when it was Lakers, Jazz, Thunder were at the bottom of the list, Warriors were at the top. This right here, the West, is the most competitive right now.
But it's really open. It's pretty wide open. I don't see like a real dominant team. Nuggets are playing really well with Jokic. Should be considered as a heavy favorite. Yep. Honestly, I'm looking at the Suns all the time right now. They might be fifth right now, but you're adding Kevin Durant, and once Booker gets back around, and you got CP3, they're going to be really hard. If they can click, which I really think they can, that's going to be a hard team to take down. You can't count the Warriors out because if they get healthy and you got Steph coming back, I really think it's more like a 3 to 4 team race, maybe 5. I see it being a lot more open than the East. Just from being kind of a passive observer this year, I don't have a lot to say other than I think that adding Kevin Durant to the Suns is going to probably really put the Western Conference Finals at least.
So the Suns, I don't see them doing it this year. I see them coming back next year and getting the fundamentals down with Booker, CP3, and Durant.
Those guys are all like super duper stars.
Right, but that's the problem. When you have too many ball hogs, take the Nets for an example.
Okay, wait. Before you do that,
go ahead.
If it comes down to touches, we already know it's not going to be CP3. He doesn't need to do any of that. He doesn't have nothing to prove.
He has to score at least 15 with 12 assists.
It's fine. You can get that.
I'm not
saying it's more if there is a problem. It's more like Booker and KD taking shots from each other.
They need to score at least 60 to 80.
Kevin Durant's such a
dynamic player.
He's a good team player.
Yeah.
Not just I know he gets a lot of bad press and stuff because of his attitude, and some of it's justified. But he really works well in the context of what your team's trying to do, and is probably still, even at his age, one of the best closers you can possibly have on a team. So I think the Suns are going to get hot come around playoff time.
Booker comes back after Thursday.
Jesus.
Durant comes back after Thursday.
I really like the
CP3
West.
is playing by himself, but they got rid of Crowder. I'm very happy that they got rid of Crowder finally. Crowder cost them the game in the finals.
Well, his negative attitude is not great to have.
But he also misses a lot of shots. You're wide open to the lane and you blow a flipping layup. My 3-year-old nephew could literally run through that lane and make that shot. Even though he's never played basketball a day in his life, I don't think. But I'm just saying.
Well,
But it's nice to see the Lakers aren't last anymore, that they've honestly came from a 2-12 record to now a 27-32 record.
I'm pretty interested. The closer we get the playoffs, the more this is going to be more fascinating. I like that it's wide open in the West.
Yep.
I can see a lot of teams getting there. Should be ready for great playoffs. But honestly, right now, I just don't like how the NBA has been doing things. The first half of the season never matters for the most part. I mean, it does, but it doesn't, if you know what I mean. And star players could take weeks off if they like, It's not great for the game. What I feel like here's how you fix the NBA. This is much more I'd rather have them do it at this point. Western, Eastern Conference, divisions, scrap it all. Scrap it all. We have 30 teams in one giant pool, all right?
Please explain that, because I got really confused.
Okay, so there's no conference anymore. There's no Western, Eastern Conference. There's no divisions. There's no Pacific. There's no Eastern divisions. It's just a straight pool of 30 teams. And they all play each other twice. One home, one away.
Mm-hmm.
Top 16 teams. Playoffs. By 1 plus 16. 2 plus 15. Such and so forth. Now, we don't have to worry about any of these. You had a fair chance to play everyone once out of your home and away. That's plenty of games to play through the season to figure out who's the best. And you really trying because there's less amount of games. That one seed is going to be great playing the 16 team. And you just follow it down.
Kind of like how March Madness does it with their tournament.
No conference, no divisions. This was all set up because of travel. People all have like personal jets and stuff they can fly on now. Shorten the season, 1-1. No one cares about rivalries anymore. Not in the NBA, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Just put them all in one pool and let them play it out. And bad teams will be bad still. And then you'll have to worry about. And you have like Boston in this mix. You have like 76ers in here. And like, I think it would be way more entertaining, way more impact. You know, like 2 games. That's it. That's all you get to see of each other.
I agree. All right, Carson. You wanted to do a segment on David's therapy session.
Okay.
You want me to get all the hatred out.
So those are the lucky to sit here and go through that little NBA crap. I'm sorry, I'm just not a big fan of the NBA right now. I'm being honest with you guys. When it gets down to it, or give me back my damn Sonics.
Here we go!
Then
We go!
I will care a little more about your league.
We got supposed to be getting a team in 2024.
Let's go.
Finally.
Can we give them?
Put Sean Kemp as the head coach.
Give me a team this year and guarantee me the first pick. And give me that French dude, and you can make up for the 16 years or whatever. It seems like 16 years. I don't think it's been that long, but however long it took the damn Sonics as Seattle. And regardless.
I think it's been about 2002, 2003.
No, it was like 2007 and 8 was where we lost the Sonics. So take them back, get us back, and get us that first round pick. And hey, NBA, we're all good in my book.
You'll be happy, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, Carson. Shoot him out. Tell everybody what.
All right, so I always find it funny that David gets so hot-headed about certain players and his reasons for it. And you know what? Why don't we just put it in a segment I called David's therapy session? And I was like, David, just give me 10 guys that, you know, it just boils your skin. And he was like, we were just talking on the patio, and I was like, all right, rank them. So I'm going to throw them out. I'm going to allow David to rant, put him in a spot, and then at the end, re-rank him because I know he's just going to be so passionate about this. And he'll give you his final haterade list. Now, this is, I tried to tell him to put it in the context of sports hate. It should be entertaining because, man, he gets heated about this. All right, so I'm writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. David, if you like, you can go to your notes so you see who's coming up. I'll give you the benefit of that. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So well.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
This is going to be great. LeBron James. Now, explain why you don't like the man. And then...
Okay, all right. You guys really want to hear this? Okay, everyone has asked, can we hear it? Okay, we're going to hear it. LeBron put him at 3. Reason why I put LeBron James at number 3 is because of several reasons. You couldn't do it in the Cavs by yourself, so you had to go down to South Beach and drag a bunch of people with you in order to win. Michael Jordan never did that. Dirk Nowitzki never did that. Tim Duncan never did that. And you go ahead and bring a bunch of people down to South Beach when, oh, Dwayne, let me come down with you and let me win a couple of rings. Cool, bro. You go down and win a couple of rings. Then what happens next? You go back up to Cleveland because you're, oh, I'm so sorry, Cleveland. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. No, shut up. Then you get flipping Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, and you finally win one with the Cavaliers. Then you realize that it's not happening anymore, okay? But I am going to give LeBron the benefit of the doubt here in a second. Just give me 1 minute.
No, you do what you want, buddy. This is all you.
Then you hear that Anthony Davis is going to the Lakers, so what do? You hop on the bandwagon, and you go down to LA to try to follow in Kobe Bryant's footprints because you can't follow any of your own footprints. And you go and you win a title with the Lakers. LeBron is number 3, but I will say this though. Tom Brady stayed with the same team and won Super Bowls. Tom Brady looked at the NFL and said, and I didn't understand why LeBron did it until now, until someone put it into a bigger picture for me. I think it was Dan. He played for, I can't pronounce his last name to save my damn life, but he played for the Detroit Lions. He ran out of bounds and they gave him a safety. Okay, there, you should know what I'm talking about. He said that Tom Brady sat down and looked at the league and said, damn, the Patriots aren't going anywhere anytime soon. So I'm going to scratch the Patriots. I'm going to go down to Tampa. Tampa has all the weapons that I need. He brought Antonio Brown with him. He has Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and he has a defense that's already set up. Why not? The only problem is with LeBron is that he's team hopped now 4 times. Miami, Cleveland, 3 times. Miami, Cleveland, now the Lakers.
Okay.
Congratulations to beating the most points ever scored in NBA history. But Kareem is more impressive because he did it without 3-pointers. More impressive to me, Kareem.
Got you. That's just what I wanted right there. Fantastic.
I'm about to bleed out my mouth because I'm biting my tongue.
Can we see whatever? Anyone's still there? Because I should.
Oh my gosh. There's so many comments.
I love it. All right.
Next.
I'm going to save this guy for a second. We're going to come back to him because I need, just in case you cool down for a second. Let's go with Justin Jefferson.
Oh my God! You're here to tell me that Justin Jefferson is better than Randy Moss?
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with you? Justin Jefferson is not better than Randy Moss. Randy Moss literally had the most touchdowns in a rookie, the most receiving yards as a rookie, and he still made an impact on the league. Randy Moss is the greatest of all time. If he would have played 5 more years, he would have beat Jerry Rice. If Terrell Owens would have played another 7 years, he would have beat Moss and Rice. Don't come to me telling me that Randy Moss isn't the greatest player of all time, because Randy Moss is the greatest player of all time. Justin Jefferson may be one of the greatest receivers right now in the game, but I'll name 3 that are better than him right now. Jamar Chase. Give me Jamar over Jefferson any day of the week. Give me Tyreek Hill, and give me Devontae Adams over Justin Jefferson of anybody. So everyone is now saying and comparing that Justin Jefferson is better than Randy Moss because he plays on the Vikings. Shut the hell up. Justin Jefferson, I put it at number 7. Moss is a freak of nature.
I love it.
Yes, Brandon, thank you. Orvalowski.
We're getting it all out, buddy. You're going to sleep well tonight.
Cooper Kupp, no. Brandon, I'm sorry, dude, but I have to disagree. Kupp is nowhere on. He had one great season that was last year.
Those are the 2 incredible hot takes. We're gonna shift gears. I could be wrong. I don't really know how David feels about this, but we're gonna go with Sidney Crosby.
Stop comparing Sidney Crosby Crosby to Wayne Gretzky. You're telling me that Sidney Crosby, and I put Crosby at number 4.
Or wow.
So you're telling me Sidney Crosby, and I love hockey. And anyone that knows me knows I love hockey. Sidney Crosby has 7 concussions because he's too small of a player. Then you say that he's the next Wayne Gretzky. I haven't seen it. I'll tell you who comes close to Wayne Gretzky. That's Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid plays for Edmonton, and Connor McDavid is a monster. If you haven't seen his highlight tapes, go ahead.
Real time out for me real quick. I don't even watch hockey. Seattle got a team last year. I should be getting into it a little more.
Congrats. The Krakens are actually not doing bad this year. They're
actually
really
pretty good.
Impressive, just like how Las Vegas.
I don't want to get you off your tangent here.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, I don't know any hockey players, but I know Connor. That guy's awesome.
So Alexander Ovechkin isn't a Wayne Gretzky type of player. He's more of a let me score, give you the assist, and let me bash some heads. Alexander Ovechkin to me is probably one of the best all-around players in the league. Eric and Jordan Stahl, you can put them in there too, but I don't put them in there. Let me go back to Crosby. I haven't seen it with Gretzky. You're telling me Patrick Kane is better than him. Steve Yzerman is better than him. Patrick, oh my God, Joe Sakic is better than him.
Isn't that
Michael
Connor's...
McDonald is better than Sidney Crosby. And you're putting the Stahl brothers, Eric and Jordan Stahl are better than Crosby. And you're putting Crosby as Wayne Gretzky? Wayne Gretzky! ESPN, stop talking. Put me on the NHL talk and let me rip into them. Chris Chelios is on my side 100% because I've heard Chris Chelios say this, and I think me and Chelios would get along. I'm about to blow a blood vessel because that's how much it pisses me off.
Wow, guys, I really thought I was going for a layup there, but I hit it. This is great.
It's
this
hockey.
Is great.
Hockey's my favorite sport. I'm a Red
David might be dead after this. We are only 3 dudes in. All right. All right, let me see, because I don't really know. Sometimes, let's go to the next one.
We'll do this more often, guys.
Peyton Manning.
2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wow. 2 Super Bowl rings. Joe Montana has more.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Marino has more.
No.
Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm so sorry.
He has 0, 0, 0.
Sorry. That's not what I meant.
That's fine.
Tom Brady had more.
Yes.
Drew Brees has 1.
That's 1.
Eli Manning has 2. So you're telling me that Peyton Manning is a flippin' goat? What? I will give Peyton Manning this. He is probably one of the greatest passing quarterbacks of all time. Stop putting him on a pedestal like he's a god, because he's not. I can name several quarterbacks in the league. Give me Steve Young over Peyton. Give me Joe Montana. Give me Tom Brady. And I'm going to throw a curveball here. And everyone's probably going to be super pissed off that I said this name. But I don't care.
It's your show, buddy.
Eli Manning is better than his brother Peyton.
Wow! This is where we gone. The hate sports hate is strong with David on the Peyton Manning front.
Eli Manning.
Unbelievable.
Do you want to know why we are going to have the fights? Brandon. Eli Manning didn't have to wait a long stretch for a Super Bowl. Peyton Manning, the one with the Colts, didn't do it for so many years and then goes to the Broncos to win a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Demaryius Thomas, rest in peace, bro. You did it. You did that thing for the Broncos. But that's my problem. I put Peyton at number 9 on the most hated list for me.
Good stuff, my friend. Boy, as long as we don't have a stroke here, we can keep moving on. All right. I'm trying to level this out, but I really don't know where you're going with it either. So I was like, yeah, Peyton Manning. You can't be top 2. No, that was number 9 on his list, my friends. So there is no safe spot. So let's go with Zeke Elliott.
Oh, dude.
Dude.
Oh, my God. It's getting hot, guys. It's getting real hot. Zeke, you were great.
You were great.
In your first season. Then you became a fat man. Oh, I'm going to wear a crop top. Let me wear a crop top, boys. Let me get a crop top. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're telling me that you think that Zeke is better than Tony Pollard, a second-string running back? I'll tell you what Zeke is. Zeke is like DeAndre Swift, and where DeAndre Swift needs to be is a second down back, not a first down back. Matter of fact, Zeke needs to be a third down back. He is just a powerhouse. He can only score 5 yards and in. He probably had the worst season this year.
How much money does he make per year?
Not too much to be what he's at. Too much. So you're telling me right here that Zero Elliott is a top 10 running back? No, sorry, dude, but he's a top 40 running back. I put Zeke.
Top 40.
I put Zeke at 5.
Okay. Zeke. I love it.
So tell me who we have on the list so far.
All right, so right now your leader in the house is LeBron James at 3. You have Sidney Crosby at 4, which is quite an upset for me, but strong points, man. He's no Gretzky, apparently. Number 5, I'm actually really shocked. Zeke coming in at 5 of his big-ass contract. 7, we got Justin Jefferson. He is no Moss, apparently. In number 9, Peyton Manning is not as good as his brother. All right. We're getting there, bud. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're halfway through.
Did not beat Tom Brady, but Eli Manning beat the GOAT.
All right, we're at 5. We're halfway. I think I'm throwing you a
Just throw me a
change
lot.
up. I'm just throwing a lot here. AJ Brown.
Okay. Everyone keeps talking about how great AJ Brown is. He finally has a 1,000-yard year this year, and everyone thinks that he is a goddess. Oh, I'm so sorry. A god.
Mm-hmm.
When he played for Tennessee, everyone thought the same thing. Oh, he's a good wide receiver. He can catch the ball. Yeah. You need something more. It's called 1,000 yards plus in a You're a number 1 receiver, and you couldn't hit the 1,000-yard mark. Denver, as a whole entire wide receiver set, not one of their receivers had 1,000 yards this year, last year, or the year before. You want to know why they didn't? Because they're all lazy. AJ Brown wasn't lazy this year. That's why I put AJ Brown at number 8.
I think that's reasonable.
He's coming off of my list. He had a really great season this year, guys. Don't get me wrong. But let's pursue.
I hear things in the background.
Oh, don't do it to me.
I'm going to hold on to that one for a minute.
No. Payne was 3-2 in AFC Championships games against Brady.
Here we go. Let's go back to Lamar Jackson.
Lamar is garbage.
There we go.
3,200 yards passing is his highest. 3,200. This year, he had 2,200. And I don't care that he was injured. Stop giving him that damn excuse. Because Justin Herbert was hurt all year with a rib injury and still played the game. Still played. Brock goes into the game against the Eagles, and he comes right back in after his elbow injury. He comes right back in. I don't want to hear it anymore. Injuries are no longer a cause, LeBron. Oh, my ankle. Oh, my heel. Oh, my ankle. Oh, my knee.
I feel like LeBron should be one on your list. Like you even teared in, you like veed off on a Lamar rant to take a shot at LeBron again.
But I'm not done. I'm about to take 17,000 more shots at Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is number 1.
Wow. Really?
I cannot stand Lamar Jackson thinking that he deserves a $230 million contract. You deserve a $30 million contract for 2 years or 1 year. Then come back and see me once you start to pass and once you hit 4,000 yards passing, then we can start talking. Justin Herbert comes in the league rookie year of 5,200 yards. Patrick Mahomes throws for 5,000 yards this year. Tom Brady also throws for 5,000 yards this year. You're telling me that Geno Smith, a second-string quarterback, throws for 4,800 yards? You're telling me go home.
Wow, you should just retire.
Finally, something I can agree with. He has similar to Cam Newton. Dude, thank you so much, bro. God. And we will talk about the Peyton Manning thing 100%. 100%.
So Lamar's your number one dude. Just the out to the pinnacle of sports hate right now. Yeah, I kind of knew that. Didn't know he was quite number one, to be honest. But whenever we talk about sports and Lamar comes up, David loses his shit.
100%. You know me so well. I love it.
All right. I know he could do more damage, but in the context of keeping this list going
Can you leave
on.
it for last?
Yes, I'm going to.
Oh my God, yes.
All right. I got 3 names left. I'm not going to take it easy on the last 2, so we're going to go with Antonio Brown right now. The man that you have a picture of in the background over there.
Antonio, the picture that I have right here of you twerking in the end zone.
It is, and it's signed. He loves it.
Was worth $550 at one point. Then you go on this crazy little rant that you decided to have. And now this picture is worth absolutely nothing.
No.
Antonio Brown, you are placed at number 6.
He's also, out of all the guys that you listed, I think he's my least favorite on your list. I mean, just to take his shots at Brady's wife, saying things along those lines. You could say CTE or whatever you want to do, but the man is a clown. I'm not usually say. I just don't really talk crap about people too often, but Antonio Brown.
But David does.
I just don't think you could ever redeem yourself after what you've done. And
the lowest of the lowest.
You know what? I really actually loved watching him play back in the day.
The low of the low is this. When you talk about somebody's wife or you know that person, you love that person, even if you do have a disagreement, your loyalty should ride with your friend. You shouldn't have
You don't post pictures of your friend's wife and saying and suggesting that things may have happened there.
I don't care how old I am. If I'm 80 years old, I am going to jail for the rest of my 80-year life. I'm going to whoop your ass. Because my wife is my number one. My family is in that too at number one because my wife is my family. But if you talk about my wife in any shape, way, or form, it's game over. Even if you guys disagree on something, at least come to a conclusion for me. So sorry, Tom, that you had to go through this, idiot.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Well.
Oh, man.
We gotta finish strong, of course.
Can you just throw me the lob?
There is no lobs left.
Yes, there is.
There kind of is, but I'm kind of waiting as well.
Damn it, dude, because you want her to hear this.
You know the next name's got to be Bryce Harper.
Okay! Bryce is number 2. heard me talk about this thousands of times, so I'll make it easy.
I always thought, by the way, that he was either 1 or 2 in your book.
Well, Jim's a Philly fan, and and Jim is like one of my really close friends, so I put him at number 2 now. And I don't like Philly as a baseball team, but I did root for them though when they were in the playoffs. I'm 100%, as a friend should do. Bryce Harper. Okay. Me and Bryce, I met Bryce a long time ago. He was dating one of my friends, and I walked over and I gave her a hug, and he got mad, puffed his chest, jumped up, thought he was Mr. Hotshot, thought I would back down because he's Bryce Harper. No, not a chance. Then I went to go work at the Braves Stadium. Well, when he played at Washington, I saw Bryce, and he saw me, and we locked eyes, and he walked right past me, and I walked right past him. Well, maybe 2 or 3 times after I saw him, he came up, or I came up, and I said, yo, what's up, Bryce? And he said, what's up, Kels? And we had like a 2-second conversation about how's the family doing. That was it. Didn't really make an impact on me. If I could cuss right now, put me on the Pat McVeigh show and let me just run down the line. But the reason why I don't like him was because of the disrespect that he showed. And his mom and dad are awesome people, dude. Look, the Bryces are awesome people. And the funny thing is that I used to live right across the way from Cody Bellinger.
Oh, really?
I told him to go to Detroit.
Of course he did.
You know what he did? He came up with a contract. He signed with the Dodgers. I was so pissed. And Bryce and him, they played against each other. The Bellinger, the family is awesome too. I have nothing to say bad about Bryce's mom and dad. I would never, ever bring somebody else in like that. But his mom and dad are also really great people. I've met them so many times I've seen them at the grocery store. I can't tell you how many times in Vegas. Great people.
Yeah.
But Bryce, you disrespectful little. Yeah.
See, it's a little different, right, friends? When he actually has a personal tie with one of these guys on the list. But actually, I've heard him say a lot worse. So. So that was pretty good. And our final one.
No.
Is Derek Jeter.
No. He yelled it, and my wife is in the living room. He's such an asshole. Dude, I hate him so much, dude. I don't even know why I'm friends with you anymore. You are now, your friend card is now revoked, ripped up, and thrown in the flames.
You put him on the list.
I thought that was going to be the first one you were going to give me.
No, of course not. I said his voice is back there. He had to start strong. I'm like, go with LeBron.
I hate you so much.
So what's wrong with Derek Jeter?
I'm just so tired of hearing about him. That he's like still in the flipping league or something.
Well, technically he's
not in the league anymore. He's not playing. Do we ever talk about owners? How many times do we talk about owners a year? We've talked about the Jags owner, I think, twice this year. Last year, we talked about the Patriots owner probably 5 times. We talked about Derek Jeter like 40 to 50 times. I'm not even kidding you. I heard him on every single ESPN take. I heard him on The Herd. I heard him on Good Morning. I heard him on ESPN. I heard him on MLB Today. I heard him on MLB Network.
Yeah.
I'm over it. No, don't get me wrong. I love Derek Jeter in so many ways, but he's on my hatred list because they think that he's still in the league and he's not in the league anymore. It's like a stop. He's like a gnat. He won't go away. You flick him, you do all this crazy stuff, and he won't go away. He's like every single person on my list. They won't go away.
No, man. They're been here for a long time. How do you
I've been on
feel?
this earth for so long, and not one person has ever talked highly about me. My mom used to tell the kids mothers on the playground that my son doesn't play nice with others. It's true. I don't play nice with others. Now I love everybody. I'll give you your respect right off the bat. But once you kind of get a little disrespectful, then we
It's
start
okay.
talking
Listen,
about them
I
things.
think with everything being said, it's okay to have a little bit of sports hate. It's not. I don't know. Maybe David actually has some legit heat with some people, but to me, there's some guys I don't like, and I just don't like them. But it's not personal. It's just I'm a fan of a team, and generally they're not on my team.
That list is 100% personal.
I kind of thought so. It's
But if I
like
saw like Lamar Jackson, dude, I mean, I would give him the arm compliment, 100%. But I would literally tell him, dude, just stop trying to run first, bro. You have an arm. Cindy Crosby, stop trying. Just retire already.
so.
It's over.
Here's a. I'll give you one chance to move anyone you'd like. But
Okay.
this is what you came with.
Okay.
Lamar's number one. I'm actually kind of shocked about that, but that actually makes sense over talking to you in the last couple of months. Number 2, Bryce Harper. Number 3, LeBron James. Number 4, Sidney Crosby. Number 5, Zeke Elliott. Number 6, Antonio Brown. 7 is Justin Jefferson. 8 is A.J. Brown. Number 9, Peyton Manning. And number 10, Derek Jeter.
Peyton Manning, I only did to ruffle a lot of feathers.
Fair enough.
Okay. Brandon, listen. If you're still here, listen. I only did it to ruffle feathers.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But I really do
Well,
honestly
here,
believe
I
that
got
Eli is better.
2 things here.
Okay.
How do you feel? Feel like you got that off your chest?
No, I still want to keep going. But I've literally been doing this segment for 30 minutes. I'm kind of over it.
No, we I think we hit our time period for this, but that was great. I should get producer of the year for that one right there, friends.
You are host of the year, my friend. Job accomplished. Because I ruffled the feathers.
All right, listen. We're gonna go ahead and close this thing down.
Hell yeah, man, 100%. Guys, subscribe, turn on notifications, be ready for the giveaway because we're about to get it down next week, next Tuesday, February what?
28th.
Yes, sir! Why does that camera follow me? Stop it, I turned you off. It follows.
That's pretty cool.
But it's supposed to stay put. It's not supposed to go anywhere.
See, I have to move.
No, I locked yours. I don't know why mine isn't locked.
Well, I think that was a great show. Maybe
Yeah.
the best segment we've ever done.
Yeah, I think we do it not next week because I want everyone to be happy with the giveaway.
I think this is going to turn more into a segment to just air your grievances. It doesn't have to be a list of it. Now that y'all know, like, if we bring these guys up, David's instantly already steaming out of his head. But I think there should always be a little spot for David to just kind of get it out of his system. He's very passionate.
We will do baseball as well.
Yeah,
We'll do.
I'm very excited for baseball.
We'll
Actually,
do
it
every
was kind of our.
therapeutic thing out there. I know people don't like hockey, but Cindy Crosby had to be on the list.
No, it's fair. We're not just limiting to the sports that we try to cover.
Love hockey. If anybody wants to talk hockey, let me know. I'm down. Always down. Detroit Red Wings were the best dynasty from 94 to 97. 98, sorry.
You know, if the Kraken make a run, maybe it gets me in finally. They're definitely making the playoffs this year.
Want to get on with you soon. 100%, bro. 100%. Right now, guys, we're working on trying to get some callers. I'm trying to get a little phone cubicle thing to where you guys can call into the number on the cubicle and I just click a button and you guys can talk as well. You have about maybe 3 to 5 minutes to air out your. Dude, I'm so lost right now because I'm still thinking about how pissed off I am about Lamar Jackson. I want to call in. Okay. Honey, do you want to call in? She probably watched. She probably watched the Derek Jeter take, and she's going to flip her wig.
We gotta call in.
I'm waiting.
This is very exciting.
Is she calling? I don't think she's calling in.
Well, you dodged the bullet, my friend.
I love her. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in, guys. Just remember, the giveaway starts here, Sportzmafia. Guys, we're super excited to do this because you guys have been here with us for a full year. And,
yeah, next week it's going to be fun, man.
Yeah, man, it's been a whole year. No, I'm not. Well, you would have called in if you would have heard what I said.
Rewind it.
No, don't rewind it. Please just say where it's at. Well, all right, guys. Everyone be ready for next week, February 28th, guys. I'm going to be throwing out so many videos on our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everyone's going to know about it. So I'm hoping that everyone gets ready for it because we're super excited to give back to you guys. So, everyone, thank you all so much. Karsten, thank you, man, for always being here for the full year. And, all right, guys, we'll see you all in a little bit. Later.